I am in the kitchen with Mary Meyer from Kids Cook. Mary, okay, what is Kids Cook?
Okay, Brittany, Kids Cook is a school-based nutrition, physical activity, and food education program. Cool. So we work with kids in the schools around food.
Teaches them healthy food. All right, so what are we making today?
So we're going to make a red pepper and black bean salad today.
Right. Walk me through the ingredients that we have
Okay,
here.
well, here we have some black beans. We have red and yellow peppers.
Okay.
Garlic, onions, red onions. We have both cilantro and parsley, and then a little oil and vinegar and salt and pepper, and that's it.
All right, well, pretty simple. Seems pretty simple, seems very healthy. And we're gonna have some kids coming in and joining us.
Yes,
kids
we
who
are.
know what they're doing.
Yep.
Better than me and Chad. All right, well, we're gonna get cooking in a little bit, but for now, we're gonna send things over to Chad.
We are back in the kitchen with Mary Meyer from Kids Cook, along with two helpers. Mary, who have you brought into the studio with us?
I brought Adrian from
Adrian.
Via Vista Elementary and Khalees from Mark Twain Elementary.
Very
All right.
cool. All right, so you
Kids
guys
that are
ready
gonna
to
cook better than me and Chad ever will.
That's right. That's
Love
right.
it.
All right, so let's jump into it. What are we doing here?
Okay, we're making a black bean and red bell pepper salad. And Khalees is going to start with cutting.
Okay.
So she's going to show us her very best Kids Cook hold.
Okay.
We teach kids how to pinch and wrap.
All right.
And then we do an egg hold so that they keep their fingers out of the way and cut away. And Adrian's working on tearing up the cilantro and parsley.
Okay. So now you're tearing it. Does it help retain the flavor?
It
Tearing
does.
it as opposed to cutting
yep.
it up?
Okay.
Yeah. It just gives it a nice flavor. And, you know, sometimes you can cut. I like tearing better because it doesn't damage the leaves as much.
Now, Khalees, is this one thing that have you learned a lot from these cooking classes?
Yeah, what I like about it is they give you a cookbook, so what you make at school you can make at home, and it's convenient because it's not like really hard recipes that you need a lot of ingredients for. It's mainly stuff that you already have in your fridge, so
Yeah.
it's pretty easy to
Now, so you go home and you cook?
Yeah. all
See,
the
this is
time.
why I need to get my kids in this.
I think you have
Then-
a few. I think you have a few years
He's
before
only
getting
3,
to
but
do
I
it.
mean, come on. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
we
how about
love
you?
it,
Tell
yeah.
us a little bit about your experience working with Kids Cook.
Good job.
What I learned from Kids Cook is like millions of food that I can
Put it in the bowl.
eat, and like it's not all about just cooking. It's about like learning about the pilgrims and the colonists.
Oh, that's
cool.
great. So you're learning a bit of the backstory as well of these dishes and the different cuisine.
Yes,
That's
and-
great. So it's also a history lesson.
All
That's
right.
perfect.
Okay, you guys did a good job. So what's next?
Okay, so are we ready? Do we want to just mix it all in here?
Mix it.
And let's start with the beans.
Okay.
And you can put those right in if you need something. You can use that. And then Adrian, you want to go around and get the red bell peppers?
Here you go.
So as they're doing this, Mary, let's talk a little bit about these classes. First of all, how can kids get involved in this at their school? Is this something the school has to get involved with
Yes.
to get them involved? So if parents watching at home, they want, Monte Vista Elementary or whatever elementary school, do they approach your organization and say, come to our school?
Yeah, Kids
Okay.
Cook is a not-for-profit, but we work very closely with school districts. We work with APS and Rio Rancho schools both. When we work with a school, we take the school on completely from kindergarten through 5th grade, including special ed.
Really?
And so we work in classrooms, every classroom in the school.
Okay. And is it a camp that they do after school? How does that
No,
work?
this is integrated in their curriculum,
It
and
is,
as
okay.
Adrian was saying, we integrate the culture, the history of the food we're cooking from, and as well as the nutrition and the food education itself.
That's great.
So we are working closely with the teachers that come into the classroom with us and work with the kids so that we have a nice ratio of adults to kids.
Okay.
And as you can see, the kids have recipes and they work in groups, and so we typically have 3 different recipes, and the kids make a 3-course meal, and then they sit down together.
That is so cool. So,
And-
Khalees, how is it
Here we
working
go
in
mixing.
groups?
Well, you
wanna
learn
mix?
about teamwork, and
That's cool.
you also get to learn about cultures and
Mix it all
how other people eat in different countries. So it's pretty fun, and I just like it. I like
So
it.
sports aren't the only way that
let's
you
get
get to
that
learn
really
how to be a
mixed in.
team.
Dig
This
in.
is another great way to do that.
Absolutely. So guys, out of all the different dishes that you have done with Kids Cook, is there one favorite? Is there one that's just been either because it's a cultural lesson or because it was just the best dish you ever had? Is there one that really stands out?
Cheese chowder.
Ooh.
Cheese chowder.
Okay.
I don't know what
I'm
that
on
is,
board
but
with
that sounds good.
How about you?
Johnny cakes.
What?
Johnny cakes.
Johnny
Johnny
cake.
cakes.
I'm on board.
We need to take this class. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Mary, again, if parents watching at home, maybe it's not in their school or they want to find out more information, what's the best way for them to get the school involved?
The best way is for the principal to give me a call or to look us up on our website. And we have contact information on the website and to just start the conversation.
To start the conversation.
We're privately funded. We get some funds from USDA. And that is amazing because it's a national funding source, but they really look at individual community initiatives. And so we really get to meet the individual community needs with a really wonderful funding source.
Okay,
But we
so
do
it's
get
not
some,
really like a tuition type thing that if you want it in the kid's school, did the school have to pay a tuition to get
no,
you in there?
we're all
That's
grant
great.
funded. It's at no cost to the school, monetary costs. They do collaborate with us. They
Sure.
provide a lot of a refrigerator. You know, it takes a lot to coordinate going into every classroom
Absolutely.
and doing this. So they're a real partner in
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
But obviously, you know, I think it's very vital because you are teaching kids through food, and I've said it time and again on the show. We learn the most about cultures through our cuisine, in my opinion.
Nice.
Anyway, guys, we're going to dive into this food. We're going to put your culinary skills to the test, kids.